TVS has done its bit to promote motorsport in India, and over the many years now they have had their own programs for pro-level racers, and the intent is to catch them young and then of course mature them into expert athletes. TVS has another program, and this one is for the journalists. The exercise is called Young Media Racer Program, and as the name suggests, it's for the young journalists in the fraternity. The idea is to make them realize their talents and then train them and make them better, while making them also explore the sense of camaraderie and healthy competition. We received an invitation, and the youngest team member got sent to participate. How did it go? That's what we are going to show you in this first installment of a two-part series. So here is Divyank going all clad in leathers, elbows out against his competitors on a racetrack.
Recently, Indian automotive giant TVS invited us to participate in their Young Media Racer program, or YMRP. Now in its 7th edition, YMRP is the brand's sincere effort in motorsport to give India's young automotive journalists a chance to put their passion and knowledge of motorcycles and riding skills to the ultimate test by going racing on the country's premier racetracks. The championship format is quite straightforward. Before the season began, all invited journalists participated in a one-day training and selection round. It consisted of multiple practice sessions interspersed with practical and theoretical training sessions. Once done, all riders head into a final qualifying session to grab their spot in the championship season. This year, more than 30 journalists from across the country met up at the Madras International Circuit in Chennai to lock horns for just 16 spots on the grid. After a taxing yet thrilling practice and qualifying, we managed to clinch 8th place, cementing our spot in this year's championship. As for the race machine, each of us had at our disposal a race-spec TVS Apache RTR 200. What makes these bikes special is that they are more or less the same that people can buy off the dealership floor. Only a handful of changes to aid performance come in the form of a free-flow exhaust, a modified camshaft, and race-spec TVS Remora tires. Of course, to shed weight, some bits have been done away with. About a month later, the top 16 riders met at the Kari Motor Speedway in Coimbatore, Karnataka, for the opening round. TVS conducts the YMRP races alongside the MRF MMSC Indian National Motorcycle Racing Championship for a good reason. For many years, the brand has been an integral part of the national championship, courtesy of its numerous one, make, and women's category races. So for us, it was an advantage as we had access to the precious feedback and wisdom of experienced racers. On the Saturday of the race weekend, the YMRP grid went into one practice and qualifying session each, the latter for determining the starting grid for the race on Sunday. As the day progressed, all riders, including us, got a good grasp of the immensely technical Kari Motor Speedway, and most of us ended up improving our practice lap times during qualifying. On race day, we could not help but feel like MotoGP pros, eagerly waiting at the start line for the 5 red lights to go off. As the race began, predictably, the faster and more experienced racers emerged as the frontrunners, while we confidently held our position in the middle of the pack. Soon, however, the mid-runners found themselves embroiled in some pretty exciting dogfighting, swapping places with each passing corner. We started the race and finished it in P9, which might sound pretty straightforward and uneventful. However, those dogfights and constant trading of positions were the actual memorable moments of the race, and not the final result. After all, the main agenda of the YMRP is to learn, apply, and enjoy. And that is exactly what we managed to do in spades.